herniated disc in the back, okay? If you've had a disc issue in the back, and especially in the lower back, I suppose it's something that people get married to. They love telling people that, oh, I done the back years ago, and it's something that can really affect them. Now, I can tell people that they've done that years ago by the way they've walked into the room, okay? Because it's really, really common the way these people walk, okay? Because it's gone on for so many years, people tend to slouch into it, and they tend to drag the leg, and they constantly walk like this. Now, they come in and they're complaining maybe about a neck issue that they have, but as you can see from my posture, this side of my neck is constantly contracted, this shoulder is constantly higher than the other, and so on, okay? When we're standing, the legs tend to be locked and we tend to lean back, okay? We stop using our abs as much as we should. Our abs are there to stabilize us. This should be quite tight at times, but we stop using it because of that lean back, okay? Especially with Gala teams, if you're a player that maybe still playing, if you're a little bit older, maybe not, but it's something that they tend to find stretching is great, okay? This is probably the silliest stretch I've ever heard, but we start pushing up and people say, oh, it's a great stretch for my back. What you're actually doing is contracting your back. You're stretching your abs here, okay? Which is probably the opposite of what we want to do, okay? People try everything, they come to me and they say, oh, Cormac, I've tried everything, this has worked, this hasn't worked, but yet they're still here with the problem, okay? A lot of people try yoga, okay? Now, the idea is they get that mobility back in their back, okay? Now with yoga, you might do a pose like this where they start hunching the back over, but the problem is the coaching cue. The coaching cue is that there's a string above my back here that's pulling me up. Now, for me to go with that coaching cue, I am using my back to contract, which is the problem. What I should be doing is using my core, okay? So if I start using my abs, then I still get that mobility and I'm inhibiting the back, okay? So if I'm in that exact position, I take a breath, I have the arch in the back. When I breathe out, I have that crunch. Now I have that mobility back to my back, but all the tension is here and my back is relaxed. Now, with all of that in mind, we have to regain that mobility back from here. Now, all that signal to even flip the hips from a tilt to a neutral position has to come from the back of our head here, okay? A lot of people cannot even do that for you when asked, okay? So that's something we're going to have to practice if you have a herniated disc. Now, like I said, people get married to their injury, they have that slouch, the hike onto the hip, so constantly when we're walking or like this, you can nearly hear in my breath that they're shallow breathing. It's like they're getting after getting a punch in the stomach. It's that constant slouch, okay? Gonna have to let that go. Now, people will be working on through this all the time, living in pain. That's something we have to get away from, okay? You even see when they sit down, okay? When they come into the room, they're slouching and they're still leaning back, and you can nearly hear the breath. They never ever use any of the muscles that are actually going to get you out of that pain, okay? So, even being able to do everything that I just spoke of regaining that ability to use your diaphragm, use your rib cage, open it up, we get that thoracic mobility, to be able to pull the shoulders back and also crunch the ribs down, okay? So, that alone is anteriorly tilting and posteriorly tilting my pelvis, okay? So, herniated disc, lads, it's not the end of the world. If you do have that herniated disc, do not worry. It's something that we can get you out of pain and manage, no problem at all, okay? So, if that is something that you find you can relate to, or if you have someone in your family that you can relate to, then definitely get in touch, lads, okay?